All right, so this one we're going to start with talking about the max and the min. We kind of ended with that on the last video. Um, so the max and the min is wherever the vertex is. So we can find the vertex. We talked about that one in the last video. And wherever that is, if A is greater than 0, it's minimum. If A is less than 0, it's maximum. And that's really all there is to it. It's just the max or min value is the y part of the vertex, or k in the if we're written in standard form. So let's look at an example here. And so we're going to do kind of similar thing to what we did last time. So first we're going to put it in standard form. So we need to find the vertex. So we need to find h, and that is negative b over 2a. So a is 5, b is negative 30, c is 49. And so this gives us 30 over 2 times 5, which would give us 3. And then plug that in to f, and we can get k. So 5 times 3 squared minus 30 times 3 plus 49. And we get 4. So our vertex is 3, 4. So we can go ahead and put that there and write this in standard form. So that'd be f of x, keep the a, so the a still goes in front. That would be 5 times x minus h, which is 3, squared plus k, which is 4. And that gives us our standard form. So now to sketch the graph, we can find the y-intercept. To get the y-intercept, you just plug in 0 per x, and we're left with, and when it's in standard form, not standard form, but when it's in this form, ax squared plus bx plus c, the y-intercept is always c. And so 49, and that would be right there. And so now we need another point to draw it. So it's going to come up here. And just to be more precise, we go, so if we go to the left 3, we go up 49. So that means if we go to the right 3, we go up 49 again. And so that puts us right there. So this is symmetric. So if we go some distance left or right, it's going to go the same vertically left is, to the opposite direction. So then the minimum value is always just going to be this k. So k is always going to give us our minimum or maximum, as the case may be. All right, so next example, we're going to write this one in standard form. Sketch the graph. So again, a is -1, b is 1, c is 2. So let's find our h. So negative b over 2a. So b is 1, negative b would be -1 over 2, and then a is -1. So that gives us h is 1/2. And then we need to find f of 1/2, and that will give us our k. So negative 1/2 squared plus 1/2 plus 2. And that gives us 2.25. Or as a fraction, 2.25 is 9 over 4. So standard form, we'd have f of x equals negative, so a is -1, x minus 1/2 squared plus 9 over 4. So now we know the open sound, we do that up here by a being negative. And this will be a little bit trickier to graph by hand like this, but vertex would be about right there. And then now let's find 2 other points. Let's find f of -2. So that'd be -2 squared minus 2 plus 2. And so that would, these two cancel out. That'd be 4, so that'd be -4. So 2, -4. Now you gotta be a little bit careful going out the same distance. So let's just pick another point. Let's pick f of 2. So you can always just pick 2 points. If it's easy to get the distance with, you can go same distance in the opposite direction, but in this case, I feel safer just plugging in a different x. And so we get -4 plus 4, so that'd be 0. So 2, 0, and so yeah, let's try this again. That was terrible on both sides. So something like this. But I think on WebAssign, this one's multiple choice. So you don't actually have to graph this one yourself. You just pick the right choice. And it's pretty easy if you understand where the vertex is, which way it opens. It's pretty easy. And then this one would be our maximum value in this case. All right. Find the max or min of each quadratic function. So again, just find the vertex, find the y value of the vertex. This one will have a minimum because we're opening up. This one will have a maximum because we're opening down. It'll look like that. But it doesn't matter. We do it the same way. So the h is negative b over 2a. So a is 1, b is 4. So this would be -4 over 2 times 1. So we get -2. And then the k, which is our minimum value in this one, is f of -2. So -2 squared plus 4 times -2. So that'd be 4 minus 8, so -4. So there's our value, and that is a minimum in this case. Then same thing with this one. So we have a is -2, b is 4, c is -5. So h is negative b over 2a. So -4 over 2 times -2, and that gives us 1. And then find k, so that's g of 1, which would be -2 times 1 squared plus 4 times 1 minus 5, and it looks like that's going to give us -3. And in this case, that will be a maximum because we are opening down. All right, so nothing too complex in this one. It's mostly getting used to the terminology. Finding the vertex is probably the main point that you need to make sure you get. So if you have any questions, be sure to email me.